Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing some spring twists. I'll braid the perimeter and crochet in the center. This is a pretty easy style. It is time consuming. Next time if I do it like this again, I will actually uh, prepare the crochet part ahead of time instead of doing it while I'm doing the client's hair. I did just show a picture of the hair we used. I can't remember the name of it, but it is on here. And the hair was purchased from Amazon, and they send you 3 packs, but we only used like a bag and a half, almost the full 2 bags. It was a little over the second half bag that we used. But yeah, to get the fullness that we got on this style, we used a little under 2 packs of hair out of the 3 that they give you on Amazon, and she got the 14 inch, and it was a pretty decent length. Of course, it scrunches back up, like it doesn't, it has a lot of shrinkage or whatnot after you do it. But for each strand, I split the strand within 4 to 5 pieces, depending on how thick the strand was. And so each piece was a different braid. So I got about 4 to 5 braids out of each strand. And to do it, all I did, I started off as a braid. I would braid it a half inch to an inch down, depending on how long her hair is, the areas of her hair. Because I didn't really want a lot of her hair out. And some people care, some don't. But her hair was a little bit, the color was a little off from the extension, so I tried to braid like the longer pieces of her hair. I braided it about an inch down, even though you still saw a lot of her hair out, but it blended better to me versus like a half inch or just barely braiding. I know a lot of people they barely braid it, then they twist, but with that, to me, it'll cause slippage and they won't last as long. And she gets this style all the time, and she usually leaves it in about 4 months. So I can safely say, with proper care, now she knows how to maintain this. So with proper care, this can last up to 4 months. I would not recommend leaving it in longer than 4 months because you, depending on your hair texture, you don't want your hair to mat up or even dread up. But again, this is something she gets and she wears it year round, and she leaves it in at the most 4 months. I've never seen her taking it out less than 3.5 months. So this style took about 6.5 hours to do. It took about uh, maybe 3 hours to do the perimeter of her head, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. And then the longest part was the center. When I had to crochet it in, is because I had to actually do the hair and crochet it in at the same time, which you'll see when we get to that part of the video. But it's a fun style, simple, easy to do. I did average size parting on her hair, and when I get done with the perimeter, you'll see where how I parted her real hair. I did like a V shape at the top, so she'll have better coverage with the crochet. That way you can't really tell. Well, you really couldn't tell that it was crochet until the end when I went through her head and showed you. But just it being down or whatnot, even she can put it up in a ponytail. With this pattern, you can't tell it's crocheted in at all. It looks like it's all braided individually, and it's pretty full. So it's a cute little style. I'm trying to think before I shut up. Is there anything else that I'm leaving out? I don't think so. The hair was, I think, a 1B27, and Amazon, of course, 2 bags. And the only product I used was the Shine and Jam. That's all I use when I do braids. Shine and Jam, it works miracles. And I just braided about a half inch to an inch down and then twist the rest of the way. I do not tie any knots at the end with this type of hair. Once I twist it as far as it'll go, and it'll crinkle up and it'll kind of like secure itself. You didn't have to do anything to the ends of the hair, as you can see. And then you see the V shape where I'm talking about right here. I'll lift it up in a second, but you'll see how it covers the top. There it is right there. So it'll have good coverage over the top. So when I do the crochet in and she wants to wear it back, it won't be that line of demarcation. Like it'll have full coverage, which is the look I was going for. But yeah, it covers the top, covers the center. That way she can part it down the middle, to the side, however, or just wear it all back. But she normally wears the left side part. So this is the crochet part. See how I have to crochet it in and then I have to go through and twist. That was really time consuming. I didn't think it would take that long to do it like that, but it took it took forever. And then maybe if I would have did the braid pattern different, like going straight back instead of like a horseshoe, it may not have required as many. But then I don't know if she would have got the same effect as far as coverage and fullness. But yeah, this time took way longer than I thought it would take. I thought it would be much quicker to do it this way because when we do them individually, because she usually gets them done individually, when we do them individually, it usually takes about 6.5 hours or so. So it took the same amount of time versus crocheting half the hair and individual braids than this. So it wasn't a time saver, which I thought it would be. And so, but I mean, it's to each his own. I'm happy I did it. So now that I know that it's about um, the same time frame. So that was a hard lesson to learn. But yeah, yeah, I did the spaces about almost 2 fingers apart, like a finger and a half apart each one when I did the crochet on the braid because it is a lot of little braids and they do fill up. And the fact that she had so many braids that I just kind of brick layered them when I crocheted them in, and then I just twisted it all the way down. But yep, that was it. So I don't think I need to come back on here. So enjoy the rest of the video. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please click on the notification bell. Check us out on Instagram at hair.connections. Check out the website www.hairconnectionsdfw.com and show some support. Thank you guys for watching my video. You have a wonderful rest of your day.